beautiful people. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariah, and today I wanted to sit down and show you guys how I get these lashes in the very comfort of my own home. So a while ago, I found this service, this beauty company called Flutter Habit, and they are a DIY lash extension company. Now I'm gonna pause because first and foremost, I just want to say this is no tea, no shade to lash estheticians, anything of that nature. I don't know, to my esthetician girls who are out there who are doing false lash extensions, just know that I love you, I support you, and I want to encourage all of you people who have, a tried and true esthetician, or if you really want lash extensions, go for it. They're amazing. I loved mine when I had them, and I will get them again. Working in a dental office, I don't really like going to get my lashes done all the time just because of my PPE that I have to wear. But when I want something just flirtatious to last a few days, especially during this quarantine, to kind of just look in the mirror and be like, oh girl, you look good. This just gives me a little extra, okay, got hair everywhere. This just gives me a little extra oomph that gives me that confidence when I look in the mirror that I know that I can just have like brows and mascara on and I'm good to go kind of thing. That's my thing. All I need is my brows and my mascara and I'm good to go out the door. So in the lash video, in the application that we're gonna get into, I know I'm kind of on a rampage, on a rant, whatever. Whenever you go to get your lash extensions done, most estheticians will tell you to come fresh faced, no makeup, nothing, da 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 da. I came to my appointment fresh faced. The only thing is that I do have my brows on, but that's just because my brows don't interfere with my lashes. I'm the one that's doing it, and I know that. So you can do it however you want. I just recommend putting these on fresh faced completely. These are super nice to wear because you can, okay, first of all, let me back up. I think I'm getting way ahead of myself. So this company, Flutter Habit, their whole thing is DIY lash extensions, right? At an affordable price, that they're long lasting, more than just a one-time wear of false lash extensions that are like the one time, like the strip lashes, which you can use them more than once, but a lot of people really don't use them more than once. But more than once means I can leave these on, I'll go to bed, I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll still have them on. Whereas like regular lash adhesive glue and strip lashes, they just don't last. They don't, and they're annoying, they're uncomfortable after a certain degree of time, after you've been wearing them all night. Anyway, so yeah, these are amazing. I can't even tell you what set this is on. I think I've been subscribed to this company for 4 months since since January. Losing my mind, losing my time. But that's what I wanted to also tell you guys, is that they're super affordable if you can afford it, if it's feasible to you. But they're super awesome because they offer a subscription and a one-time purchase. Sometimes they're sold out of their stock and the only way that you can buy it is by getting the subscription. But honestly, I think the subscription is so worth it. And I guess just first and foremost, let me just disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by Flutter Habit at all. I just found them, I love this, and I want to show them support. So that's what this is. They're not sponsored. They did not send me anything for free, gift me anything. They're not paying me to talk about this. This is just truly, I wanted to show this to you guys. I have a lot of, when I do wear these, a lot of people inquire what they are, what it is, how I do it, and so I just wanted to put this out there for those people and anybody else. But the thing about Flutter Habit also is that they have 3 different styles that you can choose from. So I have the original style right now. This is all that I've ever purchased. They have the shorties, which all of them are very flirtatious and wispy. But the shorties are just shorter than this, which I think I want to try because if I can't wear these with my glasses. I can't. And sometimes I want to wear my glasses and still have lashes on. So, and then they also have the wink, which is just a little less volume, I think. They're just like a little bit smaller. But it's kind of like small, medium, large, shorties, wink, original kind of thing. Anyway, so yeah, I guess I'm just going to shut up and get into it. I think, you know, I've said all that I want to say. I'm going to remember to say at this very moment in time. If you are interested at all in watching me apply these lashes, then please continue watching. So let's, I guess, just go ahead and get into the application of the lashes. So I've got here my supplies, okay? To start out with, I have found that this little set of tweezers is what makes this application just so flawless for me. I've tried just like regular old tweezers, like let me just show you just for comparison, but like a normal, you know, slanted pair versus like these more pointed tips. These are more actually for like false lash application. This one allows you to kind of get into the corner, and this one allows you to kind of get really pinpoint application. I've got scissors here just so I can fully customize my shape, like the length of everything. And then of course the thing that makes this whole application work is the glue. Okay, I know that like Flutter Habit is the one that makes the lashes and they're awesome, but this glue is what makes all of this work. Okay, without the glue we have no lashes for set amount of days. So in your little box, you get either the one-time purchase or the subscription. You always get 2 sets of boxes, 2 of these in your package. So it's 6 pairs overall because there's 3 in each. So 1, 2, 3 in each card, and then you get another one. So depending on how long you wear these, what your personal application is, whether you like to go every time one pair falls off, you immediately switch to another one, or if you like a break a little bit like I do, then you know this can kind of last you different rates of time for sure. So not only do you get moving stuff, not only do you get the 2 sets of boxes, but it also comes with this little card each time, and this is their lash application guide. So we'll kind of go over this and I'll kind of show you like how I do it. They do have obviously on their website guided application videos that you can watch, now take this, don't take it from me, I don't care what you do, but just I'm gonna say this tidbit. I've been a false lash wearer for years now, not to be confused with lash extensions, because I don't even know the first thing about starting a set of lash extensions, but I've been a false lash wearer for years with just the strip and the strip glue. This is a learning curve for sure. Even though like I like to think that I am pretty good at putting on those strip lashes, just because you have to put these so technically to make them just give you that nice rounded look. With the individual pieces that they come in, it was a learning curve. Okay, so but once you start getting used to doing so, it becomes really easy. So I went from doing this to from 30 minutes with my application time to now I'm sitting about 5 minutes, just depending on how fast I can whip it out. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so step 1, it says grab your supplies. So like I said, we already grabbed our supplies, grabbed our tweezers, our scissors, and our lash adhesive. So that's the prep, I guess. But step 1 is to actually remove from the card. Okay, so open the box, and this is the card here. And I'm just going to take out the card. I like to take out the card and put it face down, facing the way that you would apply it. So left lashes, right lashes. Just makes it go by a little bit faster for me. So as you can see, it says using your fingers, pinch the fibers of the lash segment and gently remove it from the card. So what you're gonna do here is I kind of just go up and pull. Okay, now that I've pulled this, the next step that it's gonna tell you, step 3, is to remove the glue. So there was glue attached to this, attached to the card to get it to stay. And you're gonna take the pads of your fingers and just kind of peel off that glue. You don't necessarily wanna use your nails, especially for ladies or men who do have longer nails, just because it could potentially depreciate the integrity of the strip itself, and that would be kind of, that would defeat the purpose of it, okay? And you wanna try to make sure that you're not grabbing the fibers, because again, grabbing the fibers will reduce the integrity of the strip itself. So you take that, once you get the glue removed, now you're going to take your lash adhesive, which is the Lash Lock Professional Adhesive and Waterproof. If you make a mess like me, then you're gonna clean off your tip because it will affect the process. Now what I'll typically do is I'll typically grab my slanted tweezers. Okay, so now what you're gonna do, now that I've got the lash in the tweezer just ready for application, I am now going to apply the glue onto the front half of the lash, or not half, I shouldn't say half, but onto the front side of the lash, and I'm kind of just following the outline of where the glue would be, so where the clear adhesive kind of is, as you can kind of see there. And this glue comes out really fast, so that's why I'm kind of taking my time. It comes out super fast, so you have to be really careful with it not to get too much because it does get messy. Okay, so I've got this ready to go. Position my tweezer, and we're just going to go in the outer corner. And you're going to kind of just push it up into the lash, but you're not going to push it together, tweeze it together. You're going to just kind of marry them with the back of it. You want these to really, really just adhere to the underside of your lashes on their own. The glue, the trick with this glue is that unlike false lash application, like normal false lashes, you kind of want that glue to be tacky and dry, but you want this to get tacky, like you want it to dry while it's on your eye. So you want to place it up and let it get tacky so that way it can really adhere to your natural lashes, thus giving you the longevity of the wear, which, you know, longevity, I say kind of. Okay. That can happen too. As you can see, you really want to try to not mess with it as much. You really want to place it up there and just let it dry, because kind of like you saw, I was messing with it a lot of times and it just kind of lost its integrity and it fell off my eye. Which granted, it's not a hard fix, but if you're in a rush and you're trying to do this, like, you know, it can be frustrating, but that's why I would also suggest to not do this in a rush type of period. Like this, just carve out some time for you to sit down and do this. Okay, so for the right eye, we're going to move on to the next segment. Take off the glue, apply your lash adhesive on the top of the lash, covering the whole base of the lash. I like to go on the underside, on the back side, just for extra coverage. Place in your tweezer and apply on the underside. And done with that lash. Not with the eye. Okay, now they don't tell you to do this, but just as somebody who's been doing this for a minute, another cool prep tip, which I guess it's not that cool or revolutionary, but just have like a wet wipe or something on standby, just because this glue does get a little messy, and especially if you are using your application for every lash or your tweezers for every lash application, you don't want glue residue to get left over on your tweezers, because then your tweezers will get tacky and it could pull off. Like as you're trying to set up the lash, it could pull off as you're trying to take away the tweezer. So just heads up, like have something readily available to wipe off, whether it be a wet wipe, washcloth, whatever you want. Just not your fingers also, because then your fingers get tacky and it kind of just, it gets messy. It can. Okay, so now this is where I bring in my scissors to customize it. Okay, so as you can see in each individual lash in the card, there's kind of 4 strips. Okay, there's the outer edge, the 2 inner edge, and the inner corner. And the outer ones, let's just call them outer ones. They're made of 3 segments specifically, and then the inner ones are made of 4. I like to go 3, 4, 2, 3. So what I mean by that is this next one that has 4, I cut in half. Take the second one, and I'm gonna place just right next to the other spot. where we left off at. Ah! See, this is why you gotta dry off your tweezers, because mine got tacky. But it's okay, we still are in the time zone for drying. Okay, and that segment is attached. Okay, and now we're moving to the inner corner and taking off the lash glue. And actually, if you can see on this one, there's like a little bit of adhesive that's just like come a little too far. I'm just gonna trim that off, otherwise it'll poke me in the eye and annoy me, and I won't be happy. So feel free to trim yours if they come like that. Okay, now we're gonna go in the inner corner. Okay, yeah, so there you have it. They're just super soft, flirtatious, luminous, voluminous, whatever, just flirty lashes. So yes, I thank you, I guess, so much for tuning in to my lash application video. If you guys like this, if you guys are interested in this, please show your support to Flutter Habit. They are a small business, and you know, they are just trying to make it just like everybody else is, and I like what they stand for, and I appreciate that this exists. So thank you again so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you beautiful world changers in the next video. Bye guys.